As the person your company has selected to deliver training in an effort to boost morale, you must first understand the needs this training is designed to meet. After a downsizing, it's not uncommon for the remaining employees to feel guilt or anger for having kept their jobs while their former coworkers did not. This is sometimes known as survivor syndrome. They are likely dealing with sadness at missing their former coworkers. They have anxiety and stress due to increased workloads and possible overtime expectations. They may have even more anxiety regarding new job functions or different responsibilities from what they're used to. Workplace morale is also impacted by the uncertainty your remaining employees have about the security of their jobs and about the commitment of your company to make the best possible use of the difficult course correction everyone is having to deal with. As the trainer, your goals are to help the employees recognize they are valued, help them to develop job-related trust and new team relationships, and to provide them tools they can each personally use to rebuild the group's morale. Provide them tools to collect and implement ideas for workplace improvements and to evaluate what's working and what's not going forward. Let's look at the objectives for the employees. To successfully complete this training, your company's employees will recognize and understand the common reactions they and their coworkers are having to this significant downsizing. They will acquire and apply training, tools, and techniques to individually and collectively improve workplace morale. They will be able to communicate effectively with management in a proactive, respectful, and constructive way. And they will cultivate and redevelop a mutual trust and security with their new job structure. They will be able to identify positive actions taken by the company and themselves to address concerns raised through open communication. They will be able to describe specific ways the company currently shows its value to each employee. Positive morale is a process, not a technical skill or information related to a specific job function. So, this training is designed to be delivered in a series of sessions over a 6-month period. Your company may want to provide more sessions, but it's reasonable to plan for one session about once a month. The first training should be scheduled as soon as possible and should be mandatory for all employees, including management. Because you will be introducing a difficult subject and working with the employees to recognize their needs and issues around the downsizing, the first session could last from 1.5 to 3 hours, depending on employee engagement. Plan for about 1 hour each for the remaining sessions. Each session should follow a similar agenda. You should always review the objectives, reminding everyone why this training is ongoing. Provide some soft skill tools employees can use immediately to boost their own and co-workers' morale. Starting with Session 2, this is also a great time to get feedback from the employees about which soft skills worked from the last session and which didn't. Facilitate a team building exercise. Each session should focus on a different aspect of team building. Have the company's management announce something new it will be doing to show it values your remaining employees. Be sure it's something tangible and specific. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. And finally, wrap up each session with a few minutes for questions and answers. And remember, for the first training, this question and answer session may take a little longer. We'll talk a little later about how you will measure whether your goals and your employees' training objectives are being met.